Hey everybody, welcome to week 3 of the Learning Garden. I've really enjoyed watching your pictures, watching everybody's progress of how your plants are growing and how your garden's growing. So it's been really fun for us to watch that and comment on that. So keep sending pictures. If you have questions, keep sending questions. But let's go ahead with our week 3 lesson. So what we're doing this week is basically we're looking at maintenance stuff. So you've seen your plants grow, and now you're seeing, I pointed out in a picture, we're seeing cotyledons and true leaves. Now I want to talk about the difference between the two. So the cotyledons are actually seed leaves. So those are the leaves that they're actually in those tiny little seeds, and they germinate with the seeds. So the cotyledons don't do a whole lot for that plant. They just kind of get that plant out of the ground and started. When the true leaves come out, and they look a little bit different, they're going to look more like the plant leaves are supposed to look like. Those are the true leaves. Those are the ones that are really going to be powering the plant and take over from there. The cotyledons may fall off. They may turn yellow and fall off here before too long. So their purpose is to get the plant out of the ground and get it going, and then the true leaves kick in. So it's good if you're seeing the true leaves. They're a little bit different shape and a little bit different texture. So make sure you're looking for those. Okay, so we've been watering, we've been watching our water. We've got cold weather, we've got warm weather, so it's a little bit tricky with your water. So hopefully you're staying up with your water. Again, use your finger or use a pencil or a wooden chopstick to just see how the moisture is down a little bit deep. Now we've got some roots going now. Remember the first week I talked about not very much water. I talked about an inch or so. Now we've got roots going down, so we may want to water down 2 or 3 inches so we can actually get a little bit of moisture to those roots. So a little bit deeper watering from here on out now is going to be the key. When we get into these warmer temperatures, you're really going to have to watch your water. It may dry out quickly. It may, as we get forward, it may need water twice a day. Check it in the morning and then check it in the afternoon if it's in the hot sun. So that's what I want to talk about here. You might also be seeing your cosmos and your zinnia germinating. Ours are just starting to germinate now, so you may see them starting to pop up. Remember, we just planted those last week, so this is about the time you'll see them popping up. These little pots are going to dry out faster than your big pots, so make sure you keep track of your water on your little pots, because they will dry out. There's not a lot of soil volume, so they're going to dry out a lot faster. So if they're in the hot sun, it may need twice a day water, or for sure once a day water with those as we get into some summer or some sunnier weather. The one other thing that I wanted to point out, and we can see it in here, is sometimes when I'm planting I get a little bit messy, and sometimes I'll drop a seed in the wrong spot, and you can really see when that happens. In this bag here that I've got, you can see in my spinach, which is coming up nicely, I've got some true leaves amongst the cotyledons, but I've got a jumper. I've got a radish that made it into this spinach. And I don't really want him in there. I've got plenty of radish over here, I've got plenty of lettuce coming and plenty of spinach. So I'd kind of like to get him out of there so he's not messing up my spinach. I don't want to pull him, and the reason I don't want to pull him out by the top is he's got some root setting, and the spinach have root setting, and so if you mess up or disturb those roots, it could cause some trouble to the plants around it, the spinach around that, and I don't want to do that. So get a pair of scissors. You may need a little bit of help, but you want to make sure you just get that guy, just pull out the radish here, find where he's at, and just cut him out right at the soil level. Okay? So you're just going to get rid of that radish. There'll be one radish less, but you've got plenty in here. So get rid of him. I also see a lettuce that made it in there, so I'm gonna get him out of there too. So just cut him off right at the soil level there. You still have plenty of lettuce, still have plenty of radishes, so don't mind if you take a couple out. It's not a big deal. So that's about, make sure you're watching your water again. That's about all I've got for this week. It's kind of a maintenance week, kind of just watching and where we're going. Next week, we're probably, once we get our true leaves up, we're going to start having to add a little bit of fertilizer. So next week, we'll probably add the fertilizer. Bryn will probably help you with that. So this week, again, just do a little bit of weeding, use a pair of scissors, do a little bit of water checking, make sure, when we go through the warm and the cool weather that you've got adequate water. Watch your little pots for water. They're going to dry out faster, but it all looks good. Again, send those pictures. I love seeing them. I love seeing all your comments. So look forward to seeing more pictures from you guys, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.